played. I think that's the first thing to say. I mean, we are heading towards this enormous further.
Hello and welcome to this game cast. It's a tournament game. I've messed it up. I'm going to have to start again. Hello and welcome to this tournament game cast on Hesse Duel between the TheHellenne, yeah, because Helen's a name, right? So yeah, the TheHellenne and Tonnoman. Just gonna have to start again, aren't I? Hello and welcome to this. What on earth is wrong with me? It's a tournament game. Cast. Hello and welcome to this tournament game cast on Hesse Duel, played as part of the Warno League. And we've got a game between the TheHellenne playing 2nd UK Infantry Division, and he's up against Tonnoman playing as 27Y from the USSR. This is a Division 4 game, and I wanted to cast some of these games because basically my fellow content creators basically only cast the top games, and I think it's kind of unfair on some of these newer guys to not have a chance to have their games cast. So please do let me know what you think. If the views are very bad, if the feedback is very bad, then I'll stop doing it. But it should also, it's a way to give back, and it should also motivate you to join some more tournaments, because you'll see that these guys don't have as many hours as I do, or T-Man, or whoever, and they're still having fun. They're still playing games of Warno. So we'll cover the deployments, and yeah, starting with the TheHellenne. He's got 3 snipers. One's going to here, one's going to here, and one's going all the way over to here if he gets there. And he also has 4 SAS, 2 down mid, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Typically, you want to always have these guys in pairs, because it takes 2 hits to down a plane. So one by itself is not going to down a plane. So typically, you always want them to have them in pairs, like these ones in the middle are. Behind that, we got 3 Foxes. They're just YOLOing down mid, in a manner of speaking, and then we've got a CV for Alpha and Air Mobile Gun Group going to here. So yeah, it's an interesting place to put them. Can't see much from that building. I mean, you can see more from this building, and you can see more from this building, so I would prefer it here, really, but whatever floats your boat. Behind that, we've got some supply going to where the SAS are going, 2 more Air Mobile Gun Groups going to where the SAS are going. Air Mobile Pioneers going to where the SAS are going, and Air Mobile Standard going to where the SAS are going, and a CV going Lima X-Ray. So he definitely wants to go for Echo. Switching to his opponent's deployment, Tonnoman here, he's got BRM-1 Recon going over to here, so he's going to run into the sniper. Razvedka BMP-2 going just north of Zulu, depending on your perspective, and 2 BMP-3s and a Tunguska. So he definitely wants to attack X-Ray, and it looks like he's just defending here with Spetsrazvedka, outside Echo, and November. This is a good spot, you can see a lot there. Spetsrazvedka just here as well, that's a good spot, you can see a lot, and then the RM1's here. Behind that, we got Iglas, Formachiki, Saperi RPO, Mostrelki, and Mostrelki Metis. So he wants to attack here, but he's actually put quite a lot over here. I guess he anticipates the enemy will attack there. So we'll cast the game, and I'll do it from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners. They get the names on the screen, they get exclusive members-only videos, they get early access to videos, and crucially, for me at least, they make it so that I don't have to worry about advertising revenue, because I make more from the memberships than I do from the advertising revenue, which means that I can cast games like this one, where, there's no big names, right? Nobody paid me to do this. The viewership might be lower because there's no big names, right? Which is why the other casters, they tend to cast big name games. I don't have to do that because I've got you guys. So thank you. And I think these guys deserve to have their games cast every so often. That sniper's really not going to make it. That fox is probably going to go down as well. Igler should have unloaded a while back. But yeah, you cannot, like, this can't shoot. Like, it's actually going to die on the ground. He really shouldn't be unloading these right here because he's just losing them. Although, you know, he's ran out of rockets. So, wild. But Tonnoman, you know, sticking to his guns. He's still going in on X-ray. That sniper team is really just not going to make it. He needs to run back into these trees. Just run away. And yeah, so Hellenne E needs to, I think it's TheHellenne, or TheHellenne. I'm going to stick with Hellenne E. Needs to move up to this tree line and these buildings here. Otherwise, you know, Tonnoman can get straight back in. And yeah, he needs to get a CV up in here to secure his lead. Jaguar cluster, decent purchase. What's it going for? But really, he needs like ground units here. He can't see anything apparently, so he's just bombing nothing. So yeah, you need like a Lynx Hellon back here. Obviously, the Tunguska's going to drive forwards and hurt you. And some Warrior Milans in these buildings, because as it stands, like buying this, it might get 1 unit. In fact, it probably will. But this gets 265. This is 265 points, so this is 90. So he needs to do that 3 times for it to pay for itself. And this resupplies once every 2 minutes. So this is going to take the zone. And if instead he had bought 3 Warrior Milans arm rifles, which is basically the same price, slightly more expensive, then he would have been in a much better position. Because, yeah, he's probably going to lose this rover. Don't think it's going to get out the zone in time. Yeah, so he loses that, and then he buys the Lynx Helms. But he spotted the Tunguska now, so now he shouldn't be doing that. I mean, 1 makes sense, put it back here. But he spotted the Tunguska because it shot at his Jaguar. So, yeah, Hellenne, yeah, he didn't move up fast enough here either. Like, he should have had the air mobiles here already, because now he can't actually cap the zone because there's just stuff here, and his units are not suited for that at all. So both Hellarms, looks like it's going down. Yeah, both Hellarms go down there to the Tunguska, and Tonnoman has managed to take this zone. Question is, will he be greedy or will he go for this? And over here, the Hellenne is in a really tough spot because he can't kill this. It's just going to sit there. There's nothing there that can kill this. He could try driving the Fox up here and shooting it with the autocannon, but he's got to be wary of infantry and so on. So he's bought another Jaguar cluster, which I really don't recommend, because this is now 2 minutes of income, slightly more than that, which has just gone on planes. And so he's very thin on the ground, and it's like, you know, if he'd had a command challenger there for the same price, more or less, it's 275, right, command challenger, then he would be, he'd be balling, because he'd killed that, and he'd have the zone. Obviously, it takes longer to get there. So that Fox goes down, and it looks like Tonnoman's going to rotate in for Lima here. This SAS is just walking across the open. He's going to go down. This Saxon should be supporting him. But even then, an MMG is not very good. Just doesn't do a lot of damage. HMGs are a lot better. So the Fox goes down to the meta squad there. And this is looking pretty dicey for the Hellenne E. I mean, he's on a +2, but his position is not good at all. Like, this is all he's got, because he just kept buying planes and helicopters. So it's, and he's bought another one. So yeah, just lack of ground units. It seems. And Tonnoman doing a good job of securing this position, making sure nobody gets back in. And yeah, so the Hellenne, it was smart to bring rover supply, but you gotta save your guys, and so that's what he's doing here. But I think this one's still gonna go down because of the path he took. Just exposes him to too much fire there, and he's low cohesion, so he's going pretty slowly. This man, where's he going? Can't heal if he's just... No, he's still shooting. They're still shooting, so they get spotted and they're gonna die. That Tunguska gets that Lynx rocket with the air mobile pioneers inside, so that's like 150 points just gone. Rover Milan's deployed here, but the Mostralki have actually managed to move up to these buildings. So, you know, once Tonnoman gets to here, then the Hellenne is really going to have a tough time. So, it's looking pretty Jova, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. Surprised. So this SAS can't shoot that, so he needs to move it a bit. He's got this on defensive, which is why it's... No, he's actually noticed. So yeah, he should definitely be just sending this to go kill that. Or he could just wait for it to run into him. That works just as well, and you'll get that supply truck for free there as well. And Tonnoman's RKHM's got over to here, but he needs to make sure it's free first. An easy way to do that is to put the BTR-80 there and then send this in if the BTR-80 survives. This also has smoke, so if it gets shot at, it can actually smoke. And another Lynx rocket goes down there. 2nd UK is very expensive division. All its stuff is deliberately overpriced to try and balance the fact that it has a lot of tools. So when you lose a Lynx rocket like that, it's very difficult. Yeah. So Challenger purchase now, and this is coming in at no vet, which I don't agree with. I mean, that's how Homelander runs it, but I prefer to have 1 vet Challengers. And another plane purchased. So just going too heavy on the planes, really. And particularly, you know, he's seen all the AA because it keeps shooting at him, keeps blowing up his stuff. And it's not going to go well. Once again, that Jaguar goes down. So BMP3 here is going to eventually secure the zone. My 24k is just moving forwards a bit. I mean, TheHellenne really needs to get this. I'm really surprised that SAS can't shoot that. Okay, it's just because of the hill. He would have to actually get over here. And this is why you want to keep them in pairs, because this guy's going to die now. Whereas if this guy was able to shoot, he would kill this. He would definitely kill this. So yeah, he's dying. Well, he might get one off. He misses because he's low cohesion. So he goes down there. And I'm pretty sure this is this yet another cluster? It is, because this has the 264 kilogram bombs. Is that right? Whereas the other one's 512. Is that right? I thought it was a Jaguar GR2 cluster or something. No, it's the HE2 I'm thinking of. So you got to stop buying these planes, particularly when you're behind. Looks like Tonnoman's going to try and eventually get up to here. That Challenger does pose a threat. This man is also out of max range 80 gems. So the Conkers can bully this. This can go forwards, but very, very, very slowly, sadly. Which means that the Conkers can bully it. And we're yet to see Tonnoman use any of his planes. So BRM-1 engages. And yeah, so the motorized Razvedka gets an SAS there. It's just really expensive losses happening constantly for TheHellenne. So this Conkers is probably going to sideshot that. No, because he's turning. No, he's turning again. Okay, so it misses. It would have been a nice side shot. It's Conkers M, so it will one-shot this if it gets a side shot. And regardless, you know, your Challenger, it takes 1 hit, it's medium cohesion. You take 2, it's stunned, and now it's just useless. Rate of fire is very low. Can't see what it's shooting at. No recon. And yeah, Tonnoman is just clearing out the rest of these air mobiles. Another plane purchased. Really needs to stop doing this. Unless that was one of the ones from before. So you only get 2 Jaguar clusters, right? So it must have been from before, same as the one that we just saw. The one that we saw a couple of minutes ago. So another Tor purchased. At this point, I think Tonnoman should be buying ASFs. And just keep it up here, because he's killed so many SAS, he doesn't really have to worry about that anymore. So this Challenger's just YOLO in, but he's just going to show side armor now, because he's fast-pathed, and then he blows up. And this Challenger can't really go anywhere. So I don't really want to waste your time. Okay, so yeah, looks like it's about to end. So he tries to send an air mobile leaders here. It doesn't get there because there was a Tunguska there. And this Challenger 2 yeah, gets sideshot by the Conkers M, and then he resigns. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see lower level games? I mean, I don't understand at all why Tonnoman is in. For some reason it comes up in my profile because he's the one who uploaded the replay. But I don't understand why Tonnoman's in Division 4 at all. Like, I really don't. Sadly, I can't view his profile, but that's just my profile. But I'm not really sure what he's doing in Division 4, going around beating up noobs. But hey, that's life. I hope that didn't put you off signing up for the tournaments. maybe it's been slightly counterproductive. But yeah, GG to both players, and I'll see you in the next one.